right now is really a phenomenal time to try to create passive income. Really so many ways to make money online. A lot of people associate entrepreneurship or making money online or freelancing as a lot more unstable than something like a 9-to-5. But I think everything that has happened has shown us that really stability is an illusion. So I think it's really important to always create different sources of revenue. Of course, put a lot of your focus into one section and really hone in on one skill to make that your main source of revenue. But if we can create other different automated forms of passive income, this just ensures that we always have a safety net. Okay, so let's dive into it. Okay, so option number one I'm mentioning first because I really think it's one of the easiest ways to make money online and also a really fun way. And that is to create stock footage in terms of video. So you would shoot, short video clips. Make sure it's a continuous shot. You don't want different angles for this. You would then sell these pieces of stock footage to different sites, places like Shutterstock, Pond5, or Adobe Stock. Keep in mind that if you include people, you do need to have them sign a model release. This can easily be done through an app called Easy Release. You can download it on your phone. You don't have to shoot anything that's a masterpiece. It's simple, clean, continuous shots of generic things. These videos are going to be used as fillers in commercials, in YouTube videos. You want to shoot generic events, but in a way that feels authentic. So think things like the seasons, life events like maybe a baptism or wedding, emotions, work-related videos, scenic things. And you can sell each video for anywhere from $20 to $200. You won't want to include any sound in the video, so that simplifies things. And another option is to actually sell stock photography, but honestly, you would make way more money selling stock video. This is because the competition with video is way less than photography. Okay, so this next option I think is really interesting. It's not something that I have personally done, but I do have friends who have done it and have had a lot of success with it, and that is called Airbnb Arbitrage. You would go on Zillow or on Craigslist and you would find rental properties that you would get at a really good deal to rent or below, market value, or, sublets. You would talk to the owner of these properties and see if you can lease the property, and then you would then turn it into an Airbnb type of situation. Of course, this all has to be disclosed to the owner. If you do this without disclosing this information and being upfront and honest about it, that is not going to bode well for you. I imagine there would be some very hefty consequences. But if the owner agrees to it, and in a lot of cases they want to agree to this because a lot of owners, they don't want to deal with the hassle of short-term rental properties. They just want a stable check. If you are going to provide that for them while taking care of the property, that often works in their favor. The deal here is that you would lease the property, or you would sublease it, and then you would turn it into a short-term rental. I imagine that this would be a perfect option for realtors or people who are into interior decorating or design and really know how to make a space feel unique and provide an experience. If you want to actually learn more on the behind the scenes of how to do this, a show I recommend watching is called Stay Here. It's on Netflix. So Leo and I, when we were traveling, we actually met a young couple who does this. They lease really cute, apartments around Florence, Italy, and then they create them into Airbnbs, and they had a whole bunch of them. So they were telling us a little bit about how it works, and I just thought it was really interesting because it's kind of like you're operating a little hotel, and this is definitely a lot of work to set up. But over time, you can outsource certain things and you can automate it through apps. If you get on the good graces of the owner and you do a really good job with the first property, should they have other properties, they may go ahead and hand them over to you to do the same thing. And over time, this can build up and easily create a 6 to 7 figure income. Okay, so this next option is called freelance arbitrage. The idea here is that you take the time to really master a skill And while you're doing this, you're also creating a network of clients and referrals. So over time though, you're going to probably want to scale your business. And this is when freelance arbitrage would come to play. Basically, you would create a list of freelancers who are also really good at your skill set, and then you would outsource the work over to them at a lower rate. You know, in this case, you would already have built that list of referrals. So it's good for the freelancer because they would be getting consistent business from you, so a consistent paycheck, but it's also good for your business because it offers you more flexibility, time, freedom, and it allows you to scale your business. So in the case of, let's say, photography, let's say that you've been shooting now for 5 years, you really know the ins and outs, you have a good list of clients who are sending you referrals, but now you want to be able to spend some more time at home with your kids and you want to scale your business because you know, there's only a certain amount of weekends in the year and there's only one you. So with wedding photography, this would be particularly useful, I think. So in this case, you would go on to find associate photographers. You would teach them the ins and outs of your business, basically how to provide the same client experience as your business when out shooting a wedding. It's really important to find people here that you trust because the service needs to be consistent to what it is that you were providing. But once you create that list of freelancers who you really trust, you can go on and provide packages that provide associate photography. So this allows you to book more weddings throughout the year and definitely allows one to scale their business. So there's a lot of pros to this. Way number 4 is to create products to sell online. I would say the easiest way to do this and to create a really automated system is to create digital products. You can sell them through so many different ways, on Etsy, on WordPress using WooCommerce, through Shopify. So the reason I say digital is because you create the product once and then you upload it to your site. Once the payment goes through, it automatically gets downloaded onto the buyer's end. So it's just very seamless. It becomes very automated. You don't have to think about it anymore. You spend your time and energy promoting the products, creating content to link back to the products. Let's say that you're a photographer and you want to do this. I know so many photographers who sell their presets. They create PDFs or educational resources for other photographers. Or you can also sell your photography to people who are interested in your art. You can sell them in digital format, or if you'd like, you can sell the actual prints. This is a personal way that I make passive income online and I really love it. It offers me flexibility and creativity. So this is an option that I highly recommend. Okay, so option number 5 is content creation. So when I say content creation, it's making and releasing content on areas of content distribution like YouTube, Instagram, podcasts. For doing this, really my recommendation would be to have someone very specific in mind. Know what their problems are, what they love, what they're drawn to, one specific person. Because if you really can have a clear picture of one specific person, you're going to really connect with a specific group of people and they're going to be way more drawn to your message. You can make different sources of revenue through this. You can make money by monetizing your videos through ads, but you can also make revenue through selling merchandise through things like Printful or Printify. What I love about those options are that you don't actually have to spend a lot of money up front since it all involves drop shipping. So you get an order and then you place it with Printful and then they go ahead and ship it for you. So it makes it really easy. Or you can also create your own content, things like digital downloads, courses, membership sites, art, all of that. You can create a website for it and you can direct your traffic from your content creation area over to your website with your products. Of course, you want to make sure that whatever it is you're selling is aligned with the traffic that you're bringing in. And also really respect their time. You have to either educate, inspire, or entertain in a way. If you do it consistently and you release quality content, I think it makes it so worth it in the end, and it's a really great way to make passive income online. Option number 6 is to publish a book. It's much easier now than it has ever been to self-publish. I have never personally done this, but I think it's a really great option to add credibility. And you know, if you've put in the work and the time to learning and mastering a skill, then you can create a book talking about it and educating people on how to learn that skill themselves. Also, it acts as a funnel over to higher ticket products. So the idea would be to sell, let's say, the Kindle book for a very low price, but then you build a relationship, you give them a ton of value, and then that could act as a funnel over to your website where you would provide other useful content. I think it's really important to beyond just a Kindle book to create an actual tangible book. And this can be done through, it's called Amazon's print on demand program. This is actually free to sign up for, so it's a really great option. From what I've researched about all of this, the cover really makes a huge difference. So you really want it to pop, something that's very well designed. Way number 7 is to create a course on something that you feel like you are really good at. This is not one of the easier ways to make passive income. It takes a lot of time and setup initially, but it's definitely one of the ways that will lead to, I would say, a bigger revenue streams if done right. The idea here would be to create a course with organized content of whatever it is you're teaching. There are various different ways where you can upload this content and make it all very organized. Something like Teachable is a really great option. The also good thing about courses is that they have a way higher perceived value than something like a book. You can sell courses for way higher prices. You want to create a funnel or some sort of system where you're sending interested prospects that would find your course useful over to wherever it is you're selling it. I would say one of the greatest ways to do it is to create webinars, okay? So you would then advertise these webinars through Facebook or through Instagram. And a webinar is basically like a 60-minute short mini course where you're teaching something. You're giving something of value that is related to the overall course that you're going to sell. So for the first 15 minutes, you're giving awesome value, you're teaching something, right? But then the last 10 minutes, you're introducing your course. And of course, you can provide a discount for the people who watch your webinar, something like a limited time offer in exchange for their time. On to option number 8. Okay, so option number 8 is to create a membership site. Now, this is very similar to creating a course, but it has a lower barrier to entry because of the fact that it's usually offered at a much lower price point, and also it allows for reoccurring passive income rather than charging a one-time price with a course. The idea here is, you know, find something that you're wildly passionate about or that you're good at, and then you would teach it through the membership course. It's really important to make whatever it is that you're offering engaging, because if people aren't excited about it or really looking forward to it every single month, they're not going to continue paying for it. It's supposed to feel almost like opening up a present on Christmas Day. Every single month, they're supposed to really look forward to whatever it is that you're offering within that membership. So a good idea here to get the ball rolling is when you're starting out, I would offer a free month without having people enter in their credit card information. This is going to lower the barrier of entry to get on your membership, which is going to collect a lot more emails and get a lot more people interested in it. And then should they want to continue, I would offer the membership at a really low price, something at around $5 to $9.99. And of course, this is for when you're just starting. But when you think about it, if you get 1,000 people to sign up for your membership at $5, that's $5,000 of passive income a month. And then over time, once you add more content, you can raise the price. They usually go anywhere between, I would say, $29 to $49 a month. Now, one option is to offer a Netflix style membership. This is great if you take the time to initially build a lot of content and then you offer it all in the membership, and each month you offer some new content. Or another option that I've seen that works really well for coaches or someone in general who just gets a lot of questions every single month is to offer a membership where they connect people, like they have a Facebook community that you get access to through the membership. But then also every month, they give an hour or two of question answering time. Maybe you get access to a Zoom call with them. Okay, so the last option, option number 9, is called Amazon Arbitrage. The idea here is that you would do some research and find a product that has a really high demand, but not that many people are selling it. A popular option here is to go to a site like Alibaba, find something through there, and then you are going to purchase a large quantity and then sell it on Amazon. Now, I have never personally done this. It's, taking items and reselling them. To me, I love to actually create whatever it is I'm selling, usually digital products. I find a lot of fulfillment and just a lot of, a lot of joy in the whole process of creating an actual product. To me, this doesn't sound that fulfilling, but I do know a lot of people who have done it and they really like it and they've had success with it. So it's definitely an option. I think something great to try would be maybe if you can find a product, but then customize it in a way. So for example, let's say that you find a really cool journal that you'd like to sell on Alibaba. Now, what can you do to make it your own and customize it? Can you get a designer to maybe create the planner or the morning routine schedule that you've always wanted to see in a planner yourself? If you can create a planner that includes this would be customizing it and making it your own, which I think would make for a more unique product, causing a higher barrier of entry for other people to sell what you're selling, which would lead to a higher rate of success, and you could potentially then sell the product for more. So those are the 9 options, guys, for how to make passive income online. Hopefully you found this series useful. If you have any questions, let me know below. And now what I want to know is there a passive income option that really resonated with you that you are more likely to try? Let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you on the next video.